can do that hike. What Ant has here is everyone's been saying because they haven't had a reservation system that.
What? And when you are going up the water, oh, this is amazing, my friends.
There are lots and lots of people coming to.
Especially in a hot day. Oof. Today I'll be reacting to Yosemite National Park, unbelievable first visit. Okay, my friends, this will be a good one. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Now, link for the original video in my description. You guys know me, I love national parks. I think America is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. And from what I understand, Yosemite or Yosemite, I'm not even sure. But either way, is such a beautiful place. So let's play it.
Day one in Yosemite. It's actually day two, but
Yosemite, okay.
we arrived yesterday into a cabin where it was about 40 degrees Celsius, which was quite challenging. We've come out, I think we left home about 6:30. We hit the first stop of the day, and now we're at one of the falls, which you can see behind us. We're trying to get to the waterfall, so we've come off the
so
road,
green.
and it's pretty cool. There's all this stuff here. What we're trying to get to is up there. We go catching up. Really fun. The log cabin's it's very, very nice, but where it's so hot, it's a bit hard to cool down because there's no AC. It would have been really nice to do this in the winter. I had to go on the route where you're cutting across, so it's all blocked off, but me and James have found a way to get in, to get right up to the waterfall. So on a bit of an adventure. A bit more challenging than we expected, and I don't really want to fall in. I want to make sure that we can get back.
Holy, oh, this looks unreal, my friends. Okay, oh, this will be a tremendous video.
We are literally right under the spray of the falls.
Nature is amazing in America.
This is our first trip to Yosemite or any big national park. It's very interesting because it's absolutely massive. The cabin we're staying in is within the park boundary, so it's really nice we don't have to queue to get in. Selena was showing me there's up to 2, 3, 4 hour queues to get into the park. So when we arrived, it's about 4 p.m. straight into the park, straight into our cabin, and now we can just set off in the morning, don't have to queue. It is massive. It is super, super, super impressive. Oh, there's a fire that started a couple of days ago or a week ago, so actually a lot of the viewpoints now have masses of smoke. I really like it because it adds a lot of atmosphere, but obviously some people wanted to...
What? Atmosphere? But that's a fire, my friend. Okay.
See the views, but I think they're looking at it like a theme park. You can't fight nature. If you want a theme park, go to a theme park, so you have to accept what's here. We just pulled off on, it looks like El Capitan, and there's a swinging bridge and a nice little lake. I love it here. I wish I just had my bike. Unfortunately, James, our friend who's here, doesn't ride a bike. I'm not sure if his girlfriend rides a bike. Selena rides, but she's not confident yet, so we're walking.
Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have a new background to my computer. What the hell? Oh, that's beautiful.
We're at our third stop. It's kind of hard to describe what it's like. It's very...
Dude, now I get where Bob Ross got all of his inspiration. America is like this.
Fortunate because it's quite quiet, because we got up really early to come out, I think around 5:45, and then left probably around 6 o'clock. But some of it's kind of serene, a lot of it's really surreal. So the mountain face that we're looking at now kind of looks like graphically imposed, but we're only a couple of 100 meters away from it, but it doesn't look real. And then It's
True.
in the foreground of trees and the meadows. It's kind of incredible. The lake's really nice. Our friend believes that he can swim in anything. I was telling him it's really fast. And he's like, no, I could swim in it.
What?
And even the non-rapid part, I think is probably moving at about 20 to 30 miles an hour. And then we looked up the class of the rapids this year, which is a class 4, which is advanced. But I think he's still convinced that he could outswim it, having never done rapids and never swum in anything like this. Myself, I can swim, but I know I'm pretty much useless, so I live in fear of the water. I'm not
Smart
sure where
man.
we're going to next, but Celine will tell us in a minute.
Oh my god.
We haven't done many national parks. Obviously, we live next to one, Red Rock National. We've done that many times. And it's one of the things I've wanted to do a lot in the US is visit as many of the national parks as possible.
Oh, this, if you live in the US, my friends, and I know a lot of you guys never visit national parks, but you guys wanted, like me in that sense, but you guys are already in America. But do it, my friends, because this seems such an amazing time.
Yosemite.
And I think nature tends to humble us. Humble. You know, it makes us a bit humble. Is that a word? Basically, there is a lot, we can learn a lot, and makes us realize we are so small in this world, you know.
Is definitely a great one to come to. Our plan this morning was actually to do Mist Trail, which is one of the most popular hikes here. You drive into Yosemite Valley and then you park your car and then you start your hike up Mist Trail and do Vernon Falls and Nevada Falls. This year, apparently there's lots more people coming because of the amount of snow and water that they've got on the waterfalls this year. It's record highs, or at least the highest it's been for a very long time. So everyone's getting soaked as they go up Mist Trail. But
Holy, that
if you're
will be
coming to
amazing.
Yosemite in the week, they close the stairs for Mist Trail from 7 a.m. So we missed that this morning. So we changed our plan, decided to do Tunnel View, Bridal Veil Falls, and now we're at Glacier Point. So we're just doing some of the places that you can do where you can drive, stop, do a short walk, get some pictures. And on Wednesday, our plan is to do Mist Trail and get there way before 7 a.m. so we can do that hike. What Ant has here is everyone's been saying because they haven't had a reservation system that
What? And when you are going up the water, oh, this is amazing, my friends.
there are lots and lots of people coming to
Especially in a hot day. Whew.
Yosemite.
What the
this
experience.
year. It's been crazy busy in terms of the crowds and the parking. But we've been fortunate so far today that we haven't had too much problems with parking or getting to the places that we've needed to go to. The other aspect is we're staying in a cabin in a place called Rowana. I may have said that wrong.
I think that's right.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
And that means we're already in the park, which means we didn't have to queue to get in. So there's at least 3 or 4 entrances. We came up through the south yesterday, no queue to get in. But if you're coming at the weekend, I
Cozy.
think the queues can
They said
be,
up to 4 hours.
to get in. So
And then you're done for.
yeah, that's it. So for us, at least, no matter what, we're already in the park. And then it's just a case of getting to the places. But it really does take time. So it can
To be honest, that's the best move. You live there.
take you a good hour to get to one place, another hour to get to another. So that's another thing to factor
And
in.
depending on the road closures,
Oh, yeah.
'cause we've had a couple, which means that one of them we could have got to a lot quicker, but we end up having to basically go all the way back to get here.
Okay.
And what we've seen of the bus system, and this is in the middle of
Oh,
the week,
yeah.
it does not look like a good way to travel because there's people standing there. We've made the loop 3 times
By accident.
and they're still waiting for the bus, and then the people getting on the bus and there's half the queue remaining. And then you see the next bus stop, there's the same amount of people. So to me, they're getting maybe one thing done every 3 hours.
Yeah, to me that doesn't seem worth it. It's better to have the car and just do everything early like we've done. So we
Or bikes, there's a lot of people
yeah,
here renting
so
You guys saw that landscape.
bikes.
the only thing I would say for me and now, we would like to come back with our bikes, and that means you can get around the park a lot
There's
easier.
rentals as well. There's lots of
rentals that you can do. This particular road, so we're on Glacier Point Road. We're at, I can't remember what stop the last stop before.
This was actually an accidental stop, which has ended up being the best
Really, really nice. But this particular road wasn't open until a few weeks ago. So that's another thing that we're learning about Yosemite. Not all the roads are always open. So you do need to check on the official park website for what roads are open and what you'll have access to. When our friends had mentioned to do this trip in July, I can't remember when we started planning it. There was a couple of things I thought.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but this really looks like a painting. This does not look real. If you guys showed me this, I would say, okay, so basically this is some type of Photoshop. Oh my, okay.
The heat in Yosemite, but I wasn't sure how hot it gets in comparison to Vegas. And what I can say was, yes, it was so hot. A heat wave had come in on the Saturday and it was super hot, and we're in a cabin without air conditioning. But fortunately, the temperature did drop at night. And then the other thing I thought about booking a trip during July was fires. And when we got here yesterday, I was thinking, oh, actually, that's been quite fortunate that there's been no fires. No, I was wrong. To be honest, I didn't even check. There was a fire that had started, I can't remember, I think just north of Yosemite, about at the end of June. And we can now, with the heat wave that happened over the weekend, the fire got worse. And I don't know if you can really see it well in the background, but essentially on Glacier Point Road, we can now see a lot of the smoke.
Oh, is that the... Oh my god, but look at that. Okay, oh man. This is one of the most beautiful places in America, right, my friends? It's actually crazy. You know, people really like, people love to take photos to Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. I mean, just go to this place and you will have crazy photos to upload.
Smoke and the fire in the background.
Not that I think you should do that, just going there because, you know, that's stupid. Enjoy this place and forget about Instagram. But I'm saying, if that's your goal, does not get much better than this.
Managed to get to Glacier Point or Glacier Point. It's really nice up here. You get to see, I guess this is one of the highest elevations that you can walk to on a managed trail. I think it's around 7,000 feet up. So you get to see Half Dome, the river, the visitor center, lots of people canoeing. I think there's like a hotel lodge as well down there, which we got to see. We also got a shot of the fire and the waterfall, which I'll insert, which was quite hard to capture anywhere else. Everybody's having a really good time. I have to say, for me, I struggle with a lot of these things when people say go hiking and the Grand Canyon is amazing. The Grand Canyon really is not amazing. As I said in the other video, it's quite a bore.
What? Oh my man, I was enjoying the video so much. The Grand Canyon seems so amazing. I mean, that's Mars. You know what I mean? Okay, I mean, everyone is allowed to have their own perspective, but I love Yosemite, but I would love to visit the Grand Canyon also. Actually, let's run it back. I mean, let's see his point.
It's amazing.
Okay, to be honest, I guess I know his point already. There is no nature like this in the Grand Canyon. So if he really likes the green, this probably is a better place for him.
The Grand Canyon really is not amazing. As I said in the other video, it's quite a boring thing to do. Here is actually very impressive. I'd definitely come back. I'd come back next month or in the winter, maybe later on this year, get an Airbnb. The big thing I would say is if you're getting an Airbnb that's inside of the park and it's the middle of summer, get one with AC. We didn't consider it because we thought it'd be 25 to 30 degrees. It is not, and it's kind of punishing. Luckily, they left us some fans, so it's a little bit more bearable. However, in the winter, there's massive fire and loads of wood, so I think it's easier to manage the temperature in the winter. And there's underfloor heating. Well, it comes out of vents under the floor.
Okay.
Bonus late night trail. What's the name of this trail?
Oh, look at the sun. Okay.
Tough trail. We had an incident on the way, which
I love American friends.
I'll discuss it when my friends have gone. But we've decided to come out in the evening and hit this trail. It's quite nice. It looks exactly like a mountain bike trail today, so it's good.
I wonder what camera he is using because the quality is tremendous.
Currently, this is a 2-mile loop, so 1 mile out, 1 mile back. So we're hoping to do it before the sun sets. It looks like we've probably got an hour before the sun sets here now. Yeah, fully. Obviously, we're quite elevated, so the sun will drop behind the trees, but there's still plenty of time. Yep.
That's massive. It's like a turtle.
Looks like a bulldog.
No, it looks like a turtle. Look at his little head.
Yeah, you're right, actually. It's definitely, I reckon a biker built this trail because the change of terrain and elevation is exactly what you want for a bike. A little bit of work uphill, a little bit of rock climbing, and then some downhill over water. The hike is fine, and the sunset is pretty amazing here. But
Oh, looks amazing.
Mosquitoes are out.
Holy moly. Okay, my friends. At this point, you guys are just showing off. Damn, this is one of the most beautiful national parks in America. Come on. Tremendous.
Control. There are just thousands of them in each area. And anywhere you haven't sprayed is being bitten. And I think even places you have sprayed has been bitten in some cases. So it's had to put her hood up. That has struggled a bit, and I've also lost her. Oh. Let me go back and see if I can find where she's gone. Oh, you're there.
I don't believe you.
No, we found her. So, very impressive views and vistas, I have to say. The mosquito's problematic, but I guess it's the price you have to pay.
Kind of have to be careful, to be honest, because you fell. Bye-bye.
I think it was worth it. I'm actually really enjoying this little trek, and we're going to go up to the vantage point up there. We can just see the sun setting there. But down here, there is full exposure, which I'm scared of.
Be careful.
Gives me vertigo. A couple of us had naps.
Okay, my friends. So, bears, 100% that is there. But snakes and stuff like that, you need to be careful, or it's very difficult to find one.
Had like a very brief on and off, maybe 15 minutes. But we've been up now since about 5:30, and it's now 20 past 8, and the sun's just setting, so it's definitely worth doing it. And then we've got about 45 minutes to an hour drive home.
We made it to Taff Point, and I just walked as quickly as I could through that. It's only a mile, but as Anne said, the mosquitoes were... I've never seen anything quite like it in terms of the mosquitoes. However, the view here is amazing. And I just filmed the edge of this. It's literally a sheer drop, and wow, at the expanse of it all. And it looks really amazing. So this was definitely worth it. And we've caught the sunset as well. I don't think many of the group are enjoying the mosquitoes and being eaten alive. But we've made it practically to the top. And behind me there, I think it's a lot of people go there to get their pictures at Taff Point.
Oh, this is crazy.
Someone who's got presumably married today to get their
crazy beautiful, I mean.
wedding photos at that point. So it looks pretty cool. Made it to the official section that is Taff Point, where most people take their iconic pictures. And it is quite scary, but pretty cool at the same time. He's very nervous. He's of a nervous disposition with his old age now. He's been to the Grand Canyon, so he's been... Well, that was pretty scary when you're on the edge. And he was a lot better back then. But maybe that experience changed it all for him. And now he's way too scared to come to the edge. Yeah, he did. He'll go up
smart man
to a certain point, but that's his limit. But yeah, that's it for us. It's pretty cool to come and do this at sunset. And now we're going to head back in the dark and deal with the mosquitoes.
Okay. And that's it for today, my friends. This was a fantastic one. What can I say about America at this point? I mean, the national parks are something that I will visit one day. Not all, as you can imagine, but at least the the most famous ones. They seem tremendous. I feel like the most famous two are Yosemite, Potato, and Yellowstone. Those two, and the Grand Canyon. I mean, how can I forget the Grand Canyon? Those three, I think, like is the ones that people talk the most. And to be honest, they look amazing. That said, do not forget to leave a like. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.